Hello! Hello!
Hello.
You alright?
I don't know, I'll ask him.
Hey, we're
You
colour
all
coordinated tonight.
Hey, is it warmer? Is it warmer?
I'm not.
We're colour coordinated tonight.
Who's that like the royal we? I've got Newcastle colours on me, shall
Me and Brian,
Yeah, you both look you look like twins.
we do.
Hey, that's not very flattering for you, mate.
I'm not sure.
I'm not here to flatter him.
Well,
He gets enough out of his mother.
I look like twins on my own.
Funny thing with these glasses, I can see two here from here.
Did you get your tooth done?
No, not next week. But I've been very brave about it.
I can tell by the way you said that. You'd
Yeah.
like to have a good moan, but you're frightened you'll get wrong.
Well, as long as Val can't hear you, I don't mind having a good moon. But I think she can hear us from here. She's got a
Well,
hearing
there
aid
you go.
now. You can't say a thing, she can hear you anywhere in the house.
Well, I was going to try and take mine out myself.
I tighten the door, Brian, slam the door.
I bust my nose last time.
You
He's
did
talking
something
about
wrong.
he's talking about you taking your tooth out, not your hearing aid. That's the
I
problem.
know.
Bloody hell! Hey,
No,
it
yeah.
might just be the three of us. Alex did ask. Alex did ask when the live jam was on, so I'm presuming he's making an appearance at some stage.
Yeah.
Brian, I haven't managed to get to speak to him about. I was going to just say about that the boozy day away. It's too long a day for you. You know,
Right.
you're leaving the house you're up about 8 o'clock in the morning on average. You're not going to get up till 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. There is a bloody long day.
No, I was very tempted because I think it might have been a bit of a laugh, but I would worry about it too much. I think.
No, it's a long day for you, Brian. We'll organise a beer festival in the central station one time for you. That may be better.
I've got myself several organised for this weekend.
Well, we're trying to get an ale day in near the central station sorted, actually, with Danny and Callum involved. So I'll let you know when we manage to do that.
Yeah.
I'm on a beer crawl on Friday, Brian. You're to join us. I'm meeting up with Peter in the Crown Posada. I don't know, probably about 1 o'clock on Friday. We're going to probably do 3 or 4 pubs and then come home.
Why does my blood run cold when you mention a drinking session with Peter?
No, Peter's all right. He's no worse than Michael.
Oh well, but Michael's still a trainee.
No.
I'm not sure about that. Like,
Peter and Michael can both. They
Yeah,
can both
too
go.
modest.
I'm the weakest link when it comes to drinking alcohol.
I got some shopping today, and I noticed when I got to the checkout, the woman was looking at me very curiously, and then I had a look at me shopping, and it consisted of a loaf of bread and 8 pints of champion.
that's Jay. All the vitamins and minerals you need for the week there.
I can just see it, Peter. Man cannot live on bread alone.
I forgot me bread though.
He left that.
Uh,
You wouldn't dare leave the champion line around.
No. I'm sorry I've told so many people about it now, because on occasions I can't get it because it's sold out.
Yeah. I'm January. How much are you paying for it?
4 bottles for the price of 3. It's about 180 a pint or something like that.
Oh, that's good. I'm paying 149 a pint.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Well, sorry, 149 a bottle.
Yeah.
That seems to be a standard price. The little co-op up the road's charging 149 a bottle.
It's amazing how I mean, with the cost of living and whatnot, alcohol hasn't went up very much, has it?
It's about as cheap as you'll get it. That like $1.49 a pint. That's impressive.
Aye.
Is it? Oh, that's Lidl's price.
It is a little price, yeah.
Yeah, but Old Peculiar is the same.
Right.
Yeah, I've got some of that as well. I really do enjoy a pint of Champion and a pint of Old Peculiar mixed, like a shandy.
All right.
You know,
Like,
it's
it's,
really nice.
it's a good shandy, that one, like.
Good shandy,
What's
not doing it, isn't it?
It's one of the best shandies you can get.
I wouldn't be surprised if lemonade is probably just as dear as beer.
Hey,
So-
Joe's got in.
Hello, it's Ward Joanne.
How are you doing?
Hi, Joe.
All right, I've just got it.
I tell you what it is. You haven't missed anything. They're both talking shite.
We're talking sense.
So she just got involved.
Alright. Busy.
I'll sort that out.
Next, I'm just going to make a cup of tea now. I need to go and pack because I'm going.
Going away.
Where are you going?
So,
Keep
Wait,
breaking.
we'll share it.
Should tell us where you're going again, Joe. We just missed the last bit.
You're going somewhere,
Well,
but we're away.
You're
I'm
going
on
where?
it for a couple of days, so I'm just going Kasulu.
Kasunu. Kasunu.
So what's there?
Kasulu. It's where it's either camp, it's either office, so I need a pack to go and stay there for a couple of nights. It's 3-hour drive.
3-hour drive.
3-4 hour drive.
Right. Over really bumpy bad roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No pubs.
Oh,
Oh, dear me.
Kasunu district.
I think there might be in Kasulu. It's a slightly bigger village.
Right.
Kasunu. Kasunu. K-A-S-U-N-G-U.
Can you get a bottle?
Kasulu. It's on the road to Kigoma.
Oh yeah, I've got it. Cause.
Over.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's about. It's about 150, 200 miles from where you are.
Yeah.
I can see where
What's
Joe
the
is,
road?
by the way. Have you seen this? I don't know if you can show you this or not, but Joe's. Where is? How do I do this? Let's see if I can do this.
That location.
Yeah, Joe shares her location with me, so I can see this. I'll show you this. Where the hell is it? There you go. See if you can see that. You see that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So that's
No.
that's
No.
Sorry about it. For
Wait.
some reason we
Wait until you
Right, got it.
Wait until you see it. You'll get it. You'll get it. It'll work.
It must
I'm
be
saying-
night time.
Oh,
Can you do-
next-
You see it?
It's night time, but I can see just a few lights.
No, not. No.
My
Can you not see a map?
I can see the map. Yes, I can see the map. I'm watching the map.
Wait, come on, for some
Wait,
reason.
now.
So what? Can you not see me at all?
No, can't see you, can hear you clearly, and then there's on the right hand side of the screen, there's just a few little lights. If it was a village with night time with an odd light here and there.
Right. Let me try that. Let me try that.
Anyway, Brian can see it. That's because a big bit of blue water is
All
Lake
right.
Tanganyika.
Lake
Well,
Tanganyika.
he just as he said that, I lost the picture.
Aye, I stopped it. See if
Well,
you can
that's
see
it
it now.
now. now.
Oh, this is-
What's
Lake
what's the
Tanganyika.
big red?
So that's
thing on there?
Kasulu there.
Oh, that's it. Right,
That's
I've got it.
Kasulu,
then.
but that's where Joe is.
Yeah.
Here, Joe's there.
I've got that as well.
All right,
Can you see that
In
now,
fact, I
Mum and
can-
Dad?
Joe,
Joe
I can,
allows
I
me
can,
to
see-
see
I can
exactly
see a
where
plug
she-
about 3 miles up the road.
Joe shares her location, exact location with me. So this is where she is in that building there.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
good.
He's got my phone tracker.
Hey, that's amazing. So if we had a rocket, we could send it straight in there.
So
Joanne,
Joe
you
is
can't
stuck.
get away with that now. You never get away with anything.
He's watching
now.
everything
He's
you do.
watching you.
So,
It's
Hey.
nice for you.
Big
Like
brother.
years ago.
Big brother.
Michael, that's superb.
so Joe's there,
He's happy.
and Kasulu is. Oh, it's gone now.
That's Kabondo, yeah?
Kabondo, where?
You showed Kabondo where I am now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
Coming
can't
on my
see.
house.
Can you see the house?
I can't
We
get it
used to.
straight.
We used to get us in the bar. It used to be when I was in the bar in Lashio. You can zoom in the bar. That looks like my road, the big orange road.
That's the road.
Right.
So you must be in
Good.
this grey roof building here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see which one's our office
This
from there. But the
grey-
orange dusty road's familiar.
There's more people than I thought would have been there, Joe. More houses.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a big town. It's just a muddy road. That's the road, the muddy roads.
But
There's
that's
no
the main.
tarmac.
That's the main road, I take it.
Yeah, there's no tarmac.
And can it see any traffic lights either?
Zebra crossings. I mean, no zebra crossings.
Sorry, zebra crossings.
Where's that
Just
bar?
zebras.
Where's the bar that you drank in, Joe?
It's called Recreation. If you zoom out,
Recreation.
you go up the road to the. You go up the road to the.
So she's
From right where I am, you go to the. You go left, and then you go left again. Is it UNHCR on the corner, Mickey, of that map?
Can't be there.
No, that's where I'm going tomorrow. Anyway, the
So
bar's about a
whereabouts?
mile away.
Oh, you walk there.
And when you
Yeah.
and when
That's
you
on
see
two.
when you see a bar, what's it like? I mean, I'm trying to picture it like a pub in England.
No, but it's a nice bar actually. The one we found. It's got like a bar with a TV screen where they watch the football,
Aye.
and then it's got an outside area, and they've got a stage, and they've always got live music on a Friday night.
Is there more than one room in the bar?
Hmm?
No, that's not the
It's a
one.
good bar.
It's taken us to the wrong place.
All right. I was
That's
just wondering whether it was
typically
just all one room or whether there was other rooms, you know, that you could go in.
Yeah.
You should have had some bragging rights, mind you, on Saturday night. Because,
I didn't.
no, was it Sunday?
Sunday, Joe. Next time we go in the pub, you'll be famous. We drew with Manchester City.
Mm-hmm.
We should have won.
Did really well.
They're about the best team in the world, Man City, and we managed to. We're beating them 3-1, and we're going to draw at the finish.
It was a great game, like, it was smashing it.
I bet there was a hell of an atmosphere, was there?
Oh, aye.
yeah.
There was a 3-1. It quietened down quite a bit when they come back to 3-3.
We had a few
Aye,
twitchy
yeah,
yeah,
it would have been bad luck if they got beat 4-3 or something like that.
We thought it was going to happen because, you know, in the last 10-15 minutes, Man City looked.
We're beating them up.
Anyway, it was a good
Well,
game.
this could be the year they get the double up.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Double what?
Things can, according to the manager, things can only get better.
That's exactly right.
Wait, what a good song title that would make.
That's right.
Aye, I think I've heard it before, like.
Talking about
So,
songs.
Joe, what time do you leave tomorrow?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, okay. And it's 4, so you'll be sleeping there tomorrow night. That's about a 3 or 4 hour drive.
Yeah, I'll stay there for 2 nights, I think, maybe 3 nights. I might go to Kigoma on Friday, but I don't know. The late.
Yeah.
Are you driving, Joe?
No, I've got a driver in a big
Alright.
4x4 Land
Oh, well,
Cruiser,
you-
like the Land Cruiser.
I take it you need something like that, a 4x4.
Yeah. Well, Toyota Land Cruiser are very, very popular because they're as a 4-wheel drive goes, they're quite comfortable.
And
Oh,
I mean, they're
is
built
that
like
what the-
they're built like tanks. Them things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So there you go. Our Fiona's just texted us to say that she's feeling a bit under the weather, so she'll not be on tonight. She's going to
Me.
just have a rest. I think she's got what Dion's and you've had, Michael.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like a fluey thing.
Aye.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think
Were you quite poorly, Michael?
I'm not. Dion's not feeling great. She's got a bit of a. Cause she's actually getting better now, but she had quite a bad cough. She's getting better now. She's all right. She's all right.
Oh,
Nothing
really?
serious. Just under the weather.
Fiona's tested and she's all right.
She's tested negative, she said. So. Yeah, thinks it just flu.
Yeah.
I don't need to be tested. I've been negative all my life.
Are you positive?
I'm positive I'm negative. There's no doubt about it.
No, well, Alex is supposed to be coming on soon.
All right, Joe. Take it easy. Enjoy your day tomorrow.
Right, enjoy your trip.
We'll see you soon. We'll hopefully see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sure again.
Joe's
Take
gonna.
care. Sure. Watch what you're doing.
Alex is gonna join the call a little bit later. He said he's going to be late, but he's going to be on. Danny's working.
Well, he was promising me he's got something new to show us. So I don't know whether he's bought in it. I don't know whether he's got a new instrument. or
Oh,
not.
I know exactly what it is. Bloody hell! I hope it's what I think it is.
All right then.
Are you going to tell me?
No. He's going to tell you. He's going to show you.
Well, I'll tell you what. What sort of strings does Queen's guitarist Brian May, you call him? What's his name?
Brian, that's it, Brian.
Right. What sort of strings does he have on his guitar?
Very expensive ones.
Not really. Why?
It was just one of these factual programs I was watching today.
I don't.
He's
what's the
got
answer?
he's got banjo strings on his guitar.
Really?
Banjo string.
And
And his guitar was made by him and his dad.
oh, he did have a guitar he made himself. I'm not sure that's the same one.
Well, you know when you hear Queen, when you hear him playing, it's quite distinctive, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can nearly tell. I won't be a second, Michael. Don't start without it. I'm just going to bring a beer in.
Okay.
Very nice.
Well, I might have a surprise for you next week as well, but I'm not going to tell you what that is either.
Oh.
Well, it wouldn't be a surprise then, would it? Like?
Correct. In fact, there's no such thing as a surprise because once you've told someone, it's gone.
Aye.
You can buy another guitar when you're in Ireland.
Although when
more guitar.
you talk to me, Michael, when you talk to me or your dad, it's always a surprise because anything you tell us is forgotten in 10 bloody minutes.
Oh, well, I'll tell you now, and then I'll tell you again next week. No, I'm not telling you now. I think I've got a good surprise for you next week. And it's not me Willie.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
I hope not.
No, it's not me Willie. Just in case you wondered if it was or not. Hello, Corbenstein. Oh, what have you been doing? Oh, I've been out. He's covered in something. What you been doing? The hell, aye?
I hope you've been rolling in something.
Right, I've got a song.
That's
You've got to guess.
very
You've got to guess who it's by, and you definitely know. Well, my dad has definitely heard. My mum and dad have definitely heard this live. I'm not getting you. I'll give you the only clues I'm going to give you. You've definitely heard it live. I reckon I'll get through the whole song, and you'll still not know who it is.
Well, that's because we've got any memory.
Will it not?
Leave on with his wounds like a crown. Calls his child Jesus, 'cause he likes the name, and he sends him to the finest school in town. Leave on likes his money. Makes a lot, they say. Spends his days counting in a garage by the motorway. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day, when the New York Times said God is dead and the war has begun. Alvin Tosti had a son today, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man, and he shall believe on in tradition with a family plan, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man. He shall believe on. Levon sells cartoon balloons in town. His family business thrives. Jesus blows balloons up all day, sits on a porch watching them fly. Jesus, he wants to go to Venus, leaving Levon far behind. Take a balloon and go sailing, while Levon surely died. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day, when the New York Times said God is dead and the war has begun. Alvin Tosti had a son today, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man, and he shall believe on in tradition with a family plan, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man. He shall believe on, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man, and he shall believe on with tradition with a family plan, and he shall believe on, and he shall be a good man. He shall believe on.
Right? Don't tell her, I'm going to tell you who it is, right?
Pardon?
Billy Joel.
No,
Well, he sang it, didn't he, Val? We heard him sing that.
he didn't.
We
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
him sing that.
No,
I mean,
Oh, well, wasn't that O'Brien?
Elton John.
oh, right.
Ah,
It's,
that rings
it's
a
one of
bell.
his big songs of his live shows. You've seen him live, haven't you?
Yeah, but I don't think he sang that one.
It's one of his big songs of his live shows, and I've never heard it until this week, when I heard someone doing a cover of it on acoustic guitar, pretty much in that sort of style. And then I
Right.
listened to Elton John's version, and I was absolutely blown away by Elton John's version. There's no way I could play that.
Aye.
Absolutely outstanding.
When we went to see him, he was hopped about his head. There was only him playing, and he had the he had the percussionist with him, and that was him.
Right.
Yeah. When he wrote his memoirs, that was his period where he should never have been touring. He was absolutely, he was just hopped up on drugs, and we didn't rate him at all.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think. Yeah, he did go through that, didn't he? He did go through that stage, but he come back out of it, and he's like, he came through it, didn't he? Stopped drinking.
Aye.
Michael, did he write this?
It's Elton John, yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
He always had the same lad writing the lyrics. I can't think of his name at the minute, but he's had the same lad writing the lyrics all the time.
I heard another similar
Bernie
style
Taupin or someone?
record from Elton John
Bernie's
just
brilliant.
recently, where he played the piano right through, and it was excellent. But I can't remember the title of it.
I'll put the link on your desktop so you can watch it later on. There's a link on your desktop there now. You can watch it later on. It's absolutely amazing, his version of it. You'll love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, your version wasn't bad.
Well, my version was a cover based on a guy called what the hell you call him? One sec. Miles Kennedy. Miles Kennedy, who's in a heavy metal band. He plays quite a lot of acoustic stuff. I've played one of his before. He plays a lot of acoustic stuff, and he said this is my favourite song of all time, called "Leave On." And I thought by Elton John, and I thought I knew all of Elton John's songs. And he played
I
it.
didn't.
His Miles Kennedy's version was amazing, but then I listened to Elton John's version, and it's another level.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, well, I'll do it next week. See what level it's at.
How old will Elton John be now?
355.
Too old, you should retire.
He's,
No, he's still good.
I guess he's in his 70s.
Late 70s, I think.
Aye. I seen him recently, probably on YouTube. He went back to some school of music in London where he did some training himself, and he had a big London orchestra playing, and he had all the young musicians playing, and a young musicians choir playing, and he played a full concert. Was raising money for that particular school of music.
Aye.
And it was a great session. I really enjoyed it. Now my song, you've got to guess who sang this one, what year, and what he had for breakfast.
Without using Google.
Without using anything. Wrong guitar, right? This will be good. Alright. In fact, this
We can hardly contain ourselves.
I know. I'm just pleased to see you're still there.
Hey, I'm stopped.
Right then. Are you ready for this now?
That was good.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she moves me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I'm leaving how. Somewhere in her smile she knows that I don't need no other lover. Something in the style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I'm leaving how. You're asking me will I grow? I don't know. You stick around and make sure. I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of words. Something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me will I grow? I don't know. You stick around and make sure. I don't know. Something in the way she goes. The dog's just run out. And all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I'm leaving how.
Hey, it's a nasty one, that.
Hey, Bruce,
Huh?
you definitely done that better than Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury can't play a note at the minute.
I think he was probably on his deathbed when he recorded it. Right. Anyway,
It's a great
It was
song.
going
It's
wild.
hard on the chords and the structure, to be honest. It's a nasty song to play.
yeah, well, I played it nasty.
No.
What,
Yeah, I think you played it well.
what do you need, Michael? Is it in more than one key?
There's the timing's strange. That speeds up on the lead up to the chorus. I don't know. The timing sort of changed
Hey,
a little bit there.
I didn't realise Bruce knew all this technical stuff.
Either that. It's all you to me about the speed up.
And Val's sitting there shaking their heads.
I think it might have been a bit too high for us, that one.
Aye.
Never mind. Anyway, that was brilliant. Thank
That
you.
was brilliant.
Well, I shall immediately drag it down to my level now.
Oh, don't overestimate yourself.
He's lost his guitar.
Oh, he's lost your
No,
guitar.
we're not going to have that excuse, mind.
Do you know the colour coordinator? Have you noticed? Aye. But they could join the same band, yeah. Oh, yes, something. He's been learning new one all week.
No, I've never picked the guitar up since the last time I was on here. I'm just warming up. What I can do without you. I can't say the truth. Oh, when I love you, girl, yes, I need you, baby. I love you, yes, you love so well and you baby. I can't say the truth. Oh, well, I love you, girl, yes, I need you, baby. Pretty, oh, baby. My patient girl. Oh, well, I love you, girl, yes, I need you, baby. I love you, yes, we're the one so very true. I think you oh, when I love you, girl, yes, I
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brian, that was smashing.
Good ending.
Yeah, I always like Brian's endings.
Well, no, somebody said to me they like the endings, but they wish I could move them a bit further forward. I hope they weren't taking the piss of you.
They should come at the beginning, Brian.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm just going to put my guitar away.
No problem, no problem.
Brian, we had some bad news with Danny this week.
What?
Alright, he was
What happened?
Nothing
Well,
serious before you build it up.
Nothing serious. He was well done, Michael. He was booked to go to Kirky Hall on a course.
I know that.
outward bound type of thing, and he thought he was going in for an interview or to find out what was happening. He drove all the way there, and it seemed strange there was nobody there or something. He hung about a bit, only to be told by the bloke, "Oh, I sent you an email, didn't you get it?" And that was, there's not enough people on the course to go ahead with the course. But of course, he's been told late in the day, so his options now to grab another course are limited.
All right. At least it was nothing that Danny had done or said. It was their fault.
No,
They just didn't have enough.
they didn't have enough bodies to go on the course.
I find that really strange, to be honest. I would have thought the kids would be lapping narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, a different thing altogether. Val's art courses often get cancelled because there's not enough people to put their names down, don't they, Val? Yeah.
The difficulty from the colleges. The difficulty from the college's point of view is they can't really announce that there's a shortage of applicants early, because then other people might cancel the course. So they've got to take it up to the wire, really. So I do sort of sympathise with the college a little bit, but it's just a pain in the arse for Danny, he was counting on that. Just so you know what's happened, he's applied for apprenticeships. Dion helped him put together sort of a cover letter and helped him with his CV, and he's applied for a couple of apprenticeships elsewhere that give him the same qualifications. Actually, one of them gives him better. One of them want to interview him over a video call, and the other one have responded and said that just today, and said just to set the expectation, it's unlikely that we'll get you on the course now, like in September, because there's 2 spaces left, and there's 2 other people with more qualifications than you. So just so I'm not misleading you, he says, but would you be interested in a May start where we've got about 3 or 4 spaces, I think it was, left? Would you be interested in that? And so he's gone back and said, if you don't get me on the course like in September, then I'd very much be interested, but can you guarantee me that? Because I can't stop obviously applying elsewhere until I've got a guaranteed place. So he's gone back and he's waiting for a response to that one.
Oh dear.
But that one's brilliant, because that one's North Yorkshire, and it's North Yorkshire, there's accommodation there, and it's also all of the qualifications that he's looking for, and it's the ability to go on to further years if he wants to get even more qualifications.
Right,
so that one is the one that he wants, and so I'm hoping that they're going to come back and give him a guaranteed spot.
So we'll all have to hope for Danny.
Yeah. He's still looking for another job, though, isn't he? He hates the job he's doing.
Well, he's looking for another job, and he would have to.
Alex.
How are you doing, Alex?
Michael's a typical retail job, but I think his boss is an arsehole.
Well, I think in that sort of environment, he's not going to enjoy it, and I think it's probably typical of the retail environment. It's not a nice place to be. It's not a great environment. What they're doing is they're promoting the young kids into management roles without any management experience, and quite a lot of them like the power that gives them, and that's not a place to be. Management is a responsibility, not power. It's a leadership role.
Is that Alex I see there?
Yeah. Alex.
He's
eating.
He's eating.
He's eating. I think he's eating at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks like it's more than a bar of chocolate.
Aye.
It's my tea.
Yeah.
It's his tea.
Aye. Yeah.
Anyway, you get the idea. That's what's going on. But if he got this job in North Yorkshire, he'd have to work somewhere until May. Whether he sticks with what he knows or whether there's no harm in going somewhere else for more.
The lad's quite versatile, Michael.
He's quite resourceful.
Plenty of initiative.
Yeah, he's quite resourceful. He seems to be perfectly capable of sniffing out jobs.
Aye, that's what I meant.
He's very careful about how he approaches people as well, and he gets me and Dion to check all of his letters, emails, and correspondence to say, is that the right? Do you think that's the right response?
He's quite conscientious as well. Then.
Yeah, he is, and he seems to get. It seems to open quite a lot of doors. His approach seems to open quite a lot of doors. He got me to sense check the response back to the North Yorkshire people. So between we worked on it a little bit, but he pretty much had it there. Like, you know, it was pretty much the message was there.
He's never tried to sell you a vacuum cleaner, has he?
Not quite yet, but when he goes to North Yorkshire and he's got one in his house surplus to requirements, I suspect that he will.
I'm sure he will.
Bloody hell, if it wasn't for them vacuum cleaners, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Well, there you go.
Brian, Danny's born for the outside jobs.
Yeah.
You know, like we thought the Forestry Commission, something like that, you know.
The trouble is, all these sort of jobs, the big areas of land that cover vast distances and
Yeah.
whatnot, but there's very few jobs.
Aye.
Very few people needed for to look after these places.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But what he's looking for is outdoor activities, instructing, you know, mountain leadership, kayak,
Right.
canoeing, stuff like that. You know, so he'll be trying to lead expeditions and possibly things like mountain bike. And he's looking for the action side of the outdoors now, rather than
Right.
So,
Well, I tell you what it is, it's that whole market has never been as popular as it is now.
yeah.
yeah, it's, I mean, for years they've talked about getting down to the 4-day week and the 3-day week. I mean, I can't ever see it in more leisure time. And I suppose maybe as it gets more and more, what's the right word for it?
Popular.
More machines doing all the work, it could very well happen.
Yeah.
My work's going on 40 weeks.
What's that? Sorry, Alex.
My job's going down 40 weeks in a few weeks.
I don't know what
I think he said his job's going down to a 4-day week soon.
Is it?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
right. Okay. Right.
Right.
Okay.
How's that, Alex?
So what they're going to do, they're going to make 12-hour shifts,
10-hour shifts.
10-hour
Yeah.
shifts.
So basically the same hours and the same pay, but with 1 day off. I like that idea. I mean, we've considered it.
You are. Let's be fair, if you're working that amount of time, it's still the same transport costs. You know what I mean?
It's less transport costs.
It's less, right?
Mind, they're saying now, lots and lots of people will be working, never mind a 4-day a week, they'll be working 3 days a week, because they said during the furlough, it was just as everybody's work was getting done and that people are only working 3 days a week. So,
Aye.
Yeah. It showed businesses how they can survive. It's unfortunate in some cases, but it showed businesses how they can rationalise on less people. People working
Well,
from home can get more done.
Can you see the savings in the place where Fran works? The huge building like the county hall during the winter having to be supplied with heat and light. Now they don't need to. They just got a dome in there looking after the place because everybody else is working at home, paying their own heating costs and the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we give everyone an allowance to buy like furniture and stuff. When our guys went home, we said, this is how much money you've got to go out and buy desks, chairs, comfortable things. So we try to get them looked after a little bit. What we say to our guys is, we've got an office, you can come in any time you want, but if you want to work from home, it's up to you. What we want you to do is we want you to come in 2 days a week, and Monday and a Wednesday is usually the day. Typically they're coming in 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Aye.
But if they want to work from home, that's entirely up to them. So if they don't want to pay the heating costs, they can come in to the office, no problem. But we have looked after them and got them desks and chairs and laptops and all that sort of pleasantry.
So are you unusual in that respect, Michael?
Well, I think... No, I'm not sure. But if you don't look after people, they piss off and work somewhere else, don't they?
Well, that's right. That's a good attitude.
So we try very as much as possible to look after them. Like we've got like a night out. One of the lads has been given a budget to book a night out with activities for the end of the month. But it's going to be like in September now, to be honest. But he's in charge of that, so he's got a budget to work to, and whatever he books within
Really?
budget, we'll do.
Hey, you're pretty far ahead, aren't you?
We've got to try. I mean, we're competing against big organisations, and we need really good quality IT people, really good quality people. But our bigger firms can offer them bigger jobs, and we typically don't need them bigger skills. We just need someone who can do this. The bigger firms need someone who can
Right.
do that. But what they'll do is they'll take someone that you've trained and they'll put them into a role and they'll train them for something bigger. And that's fine. So we have to accept that we are a stepping stone for people going
Aye.
on to bigger places. But as long as we get what we need out of them during that
That's fair enough.
transition,
Yeah.
if we can get
If
some-
you're happy with it,
if we
yeah.
can get 3 or 4 years, between 3 and 5 years out of someone and then they move up, it'd be brilliant because we've got what we want. We can start again with somebody else and we've given them the path to something better. So that's the way we have to just accept that that's going to happen.
Oh, I didn't understand.
Aye, that's quite an insight. Aye, very good.
So yeah, you look after them as much as you possibly can when they're here because you should, and because if you don't, you will lose them earlier.
I'll tell you what, Michael, this is a record that's 12 minutes we went without talking shite.
Let's move back to shite. It's easier.
You just said shite.
You said
I think you're right, Michael, because I found it quite a strain having to think seriously.
Yeah, same here. To be honest, let's never do that again, eh?
Well, unlike most times, I found that very interesting.
Well, there you go.
Right, when Big Al finishes bait, I wonder.
Not sure. Not sure.
He's disappeared.
Wait a minute, is that a new guitar on the wall, the white one?
That's the one. That's the one.
Aye, there we
Oh,
are.
you've clocked it.
No, slightly surprised.
You have. That's the
Aye,
fella.
yeah. You shouldn't have left that camera on there. It looks like, I think it looks like an electric jazz guitar that I used to have.
It does look a bit like that, but it's nothing like it when you'll see it in close up. It's I don't have anything like it. I don't have one like it.
Oh, it's alright, he's going to show us soon when he finishes bait.
Yeah, it's more like a Gibson, but I'll not say any more because he obviously wants to.
Listen, I'll tell you what it was, it just surprised me that they're going on a 4-day week.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but it's good though. I mean, I would, given the choice, I would rather work 10 hours a day for 4 days and have 3-day weekend.
Yeah, no, Brian, that's BMW. I mean, they're a big, massive, pretty worldwide company, aren't they?
Well, I think you'll find that they're not on their own. There's lots and lots of this furlough thing is got people experimenting with all sorts of
That's right.
man models and stuff like
Well,
that.
That's right.
Well, see, BMW must be working some form of shift work here because they'll still be working their mechanics Monday to Friday.
Hmm.
And Saturday as well, they work as well, don't they?
I mean, there could be a lot of factors in it if you think about it. If you can keep a production line running for 4 days and then turn it off for 3, the power savings, the maintenance savings, there's all sorts of. I bet there's knock-on savings that we've never even thought of. They'll have huge heating, lighting, maintenance, all of the machines turned off for 3 full days, but they can get exactly the same amount generated.
The same
out.
production. Yeah.
The other thing about BMW is they were notoriously good at supply demand. They were notoriously good at just making under the threshold of vehicles to make sure that the demand was high from them. Oh, there's a waiting list on that one. Do you want to go onto the waiting list? Wow! Now all of a sudden it's a desirable car because I've got to go on a waiting list for it. You know what I mean? And they've always been really good at that, at keeping their cars on some sort of a maintenance waiting list. And this probably just fits perfectly in with their plan.
Yeah.
But I know the likes of Nissan, look at the size of that factory, and they experiment with their shifts. They've got people on 10-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts. They have regular shutdowns where there's no individuals taking holidays here, there and everywhere. They just close the place down at different times of the year.
Yeah. Alex, my dad unfortunately noticed something white hanging on the wall.
He's got no time to play anything.
Yes.
Hey!
What's
That's
that?
a beauty.
Is that a banjo that you were going to get?
That's absolutely magnificent, Alex.
Did somebody tell you it was a banjo?
It's a beauty, that, like.
Yes,
Well,
all of us.
I'm going to hear it when you're ready.
I'm Are we going to find out what brand it is?
It's a Bernie.
It's a Bernie. It's sort of like
We'll wait your mouth, Anthony, son. We'll hear what it is.
What country of origin?
Japan.
Japan.
well, that's a really good sign. That's mate.
Fernandez is the company,
Right,
Who?
and Bernie is their
Who?
brand of Gibsons.
right.
Gibson.
It's
Oh,
no, it's
right.
Fernandez is the manufacturer. Fernandez, Japanese manufacturer, but Bernie is the name that they give to their Gibson style guitars. No, it's a Fernandez Bernie. It's based on like a Gibson, but it's very different the way that Alex has explained it to me. The way that it's set up and the configuration and the tremolo and all that. It sounds like it's quite a unique guitar.
Yeah, have you played it, Michael?
No, I've just heard Alex has told me about it. Obviously about
It's just an off-brand Gibson. It's just a Gibson for a cheaper price, basically.
Not just
The
that
Gibson.
though. It's got a floating trem and all sorts of active electronics in it, hasn't it?
Active pickups on top. Active pickups is one humbucker in it,
Right.
and then there's a sustainer pickup,
Ah, right. Okay.
and you just swap between the two. I have both of them
It's
on.
got, it's got a floating tremolo.
Remember that guitar?
But
Remember
what
that?
happens
Remember
Like
that?
if it goes in the water? The tremolo is going to float, but what's going to happen to the rest of it?
Everything else sinks, just like that, Joe.
Brian, can you remember Brian Poole and the Tremolos?
Brian Poole and the tremolos,
Yeah, that's some good songs.
aye.
Alex, you have to be careful you don't get the flu or whatever your mother's got. Otherwise it may stop you getting away.
Yeah,
next week.
you better keep away from your mother, son, because he's going away on a course, a bonded course with his company next week, Brian.
A bondage course, did you say?
Bondage,
course.
bondage.
Yeah. That's where he's going. He's.
I don't know if I should be associating with you lot. I mean,
A
you're
bondage
not
course
bondage
in
course.
rural North Wales where no one else can hear us.
He's going to
North Wales. Have you got a passport?
You don't need a passport for bondage.
Oh, depends what sort it is.
You just need a rubber suit.
He's getting them. He's
Getting
going.
one,
He's getting one. He thought he had to go in the sea with it. He's going, I think, canoeing and swimming in the Menai Straits or something down in Wales on a bonding trip with other lads same age as him.
Oh, I thought you said bondage. Bonding. I get the. Oh yes, aye. Oh, that's not so bad.
It's anyway.
I know which one I'd prefer to go on.
But Michael, I think we should stick to talking shit.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Michael, we'll let you have a song because looks as if he's going to eat.
Alex has got a never-ending meal.
I think he's got a 7-course meal.
I think so. I'll play this and then Alex can crack on afterwards. I'm struggling with the old.
The lighting. Oh,
That's electricity. Costs money, that, man.
Right, okay. Someone falls to pieces, sleeping all alone. Someone kills the pain, spinning in a silence, finally drifts away. Someone gets excited in a chapel yard, catches a bouquet. Another lays a dozen while roses on the grave. To be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do. Someone finds salvation in everyone, another only pain. Someone tries to hide himself, down inside himself he prays. Someone stresses through love until the end of time. Another runs away, separate or united, healthy or insane. And to be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do. Be yourself is all that you can do. Be yourself is all that you can do. Even when you're paid enough, been paid apart and being held up, every single memory of the good and bad places of love. Don't lose any sleep tonight, I'm sure everything will end up alright. You may win or lose, but to be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do. To be yourself is all that you can do.
Nice one, Michael.
Lovely.
Megan, was that title All That You Can Chew?
All that you
I thought I think with Alex singing to it.
all that you can chew. Yes, I like that. I like that. You've heard the Baz in the Audio Slave band sing that a lot better.
Well, it sounded alright to me, Megan.
Yes, it was excellent.
Roosevelt said, she said, I think you're tone deaf.
Excellent.
Right, is Hungry Horace nearly ready to get that something out?
Me?
Yeah, but just,
You're not Hungry
yeah,
Horace.
I'm definitely
He's eating it all, man.
I know you. What's the matter with him?
They're the workers. They're the workers.
Why
Aren't
are
they?
they the workers?
Us retired people are all
Well, I mean, we just talk shit, but we never eat it.
You can't say that about John's.
Well, no, I didn't say that, did I? I wouldn't say that. I'm a born coward.
Coward of the county. Good song
That's
to
in the
play.
blood, Brian. I say I think that's in the blood.
It could be true.
Hey, on a very serious note, what about that British shooting down in Liverpool?
Oh, the big one.
What's happened?
Not the ash.
A woman in Liverpool could hear what she thought was either fireworks or gunshots in the street. She opened the front door and a man ran straight into the house, chased by a gunman. And the gunman...
She tried to keep the gunman out by trying to close the door, but he shot through the door and shot her in the arm, and then he killed the little lassie next to
The girl behind her.
Aye.
Girl behind her. And then the bloke he was trying to shoot. I don't know whether he didn't kill him, but I think he ended up in hospital.
He did, aye.
Bloody
Well,
hell.
they're busy trying to find out who the gunman was, but he had a balaclava helmet on. So
But Bruce, the place it was, not the ash. Ken Dodd, the Liverpudlian comedian, used to be making jokes about Notty Ash. It was a rough estate, and
Yeah.
they've got a culture there where nobody will talk to the police or anything. I don't know, like it closed.
Yeah.
Nobody grasses on anybody else. If you do, you're dead.
Yeah. There's
So
a funny one. Years ago, we were talking to a lad who lived in Manchester, and there's massive, I forget the name of the estates, massive no-go areas where the police don't even go in there. And that was about 20 years ago. But a lad Manchester, ex-army lad, he said, oh, you wouldn't believe it. He said, the police won't go in. He said, it's just ruled by the criminals. Big area, down Manchester.
But then when you think about it, Bruce, I mean, I was reading this book. It's called No Mean City.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I've heard of it. That's Glasgow.
It's in Glasgow in the 1930s. Nobody of any consequence dared go into that estate. Because if you were police or anything like that, you were dead. There was just no...
I think it was the Gorbals, wasn't it?
That's in Edinburgh. I
Gorbals?
think the Gorbals.
No, Gorbals is Glasgow.
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
It's basically like Cramlington is now.
No, look,
Is it like the felon? Like the felon at Windy Nook, son?
lots of tenements, lots and lots of tenements.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course it was very close to the Clyde, the huge ship building. Like Wallsend was here, same sort of place.
Wallsend's not close to the Clyde.
Sorry,
Wallsend's not close to the Clyde.
no, but I know a lad who worked there who was called Clyde.
Fair enough.
And his dad said there was no
So it was
distance
close to
between the two
Clyde.
places.
Brian, I know what you're saying, but I'm sure it was a load of shite. I've driven past.
I won't repeat it.
I remember driving past the shipyard along City Road area and through Wallsend as the all came out. It was just like a football match coming out. You know, millions of them just. I don't know.
Well, here's a tale to tell. I was there one day and I had a Triumph Herald and I'd bought it off a lad in the pub. You know me and buying things like that. And I was in Wallsend way down on the Tyne one lunchtime for some reason or other, and I went into a pub and there was nobody in the pub, about 11:45, but there was about 20 people behind the bar frantically pulling pints and I just looked at it, I thought, what the hell is this about? And then I heard a buzzer go and the bloody doors just burst open and all these shipyard workers, they had 20 minutes or half an hour break and the pints were just going.
Brilliant.
They were pissed in about 5 minutes and then they all went back to work building ships.
Hey, and when the ship was ready, it just sat, it went in the Tyne and sank.
Oh look, the guitar's out.
Right.
Then let's hear this wonderful banjo.
It's not a banjo, Val. I'm trying to think what it is.
It's a fiddle.
It's an expensive guitar.
No, there's a Brian. It's a mandolin.
Well, it's whatever you want it to be.
Your 5 second rule was a failure there.
Wasn't it? You'll have to turn it up. I can't hear it.
Alex,
When did you get that, really?
Alex, we're not getting the overdriven sound. We can't hear it at all.
Right, that is weird then. Hang on.
I'm on old peculiar, Brian.
That's more pleasant than Champion, I think.
Oh, I like them both. Actually, I got accused of being drunk last week when I had 2 pints and 2 bottles of Champion. Michael says, "Didn't drink any more, Dan."
Did you mean in your entire life? Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we're cooking on gas. I think I'm ready to turn the sound up a bit.
So that's
They're still having technical difficulties.
Another thing is out.
Oh yeah. So that's the pickle brothers then.
Yeah.
Right.
Get technical about it, fine.
Nice. Have you got a song for on it?
I do.
I love his t-shirt.
Are we supposed to be hearing a backing track? Yeah. Great stuff. Good use of the whammy bar as well. Dive bombing halfway through. Love it.
Yeah, that song is great. Whammy bar.
That's the one. I was literally just about to say that harmonics were brilliant with a whammy bar dive bombing.
Yeah, I think I've got to get one of them.
Yeah.
Aye.
So remember, Brian, I don't know if you remember, you used to have a guitar, I think it was a black guitar that you said it was virtually impossible
Aye.
to tune. That was the same thing, it had a floating tremolo arm and you've got to get it so it
Oh,
floats
right.
perfectly level.
I remember asking you about that at the time. It was a bugger to keep tuned.
I didn't know how to do it myself at the time, but you've got to tune you've got to tune it, the strings in the right order for the tension.
Aye, well, I did give you all I know, all the information I had.
Yeah.
I can tune mine however the hell I want.
I'm sure it was a massive help.
Yeah, you're supposed to,
Did
with
you
the
also have
floating,
the locking nuts at the top? The nuts at the top you have to tighten.
it does, yeah. Well, that one, they all do, all floating trems have the same.
I was gonna say, I can tune that one however I want and it always stays in tune.
Yeah. Most when you change the strings, you might have a difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a hell of a time changing the strings.
Yeah.
but-
When you change, what you best doing is, if I've spoken to a number of luthiers who will say the same thing. If you change one string at a time, change one completely, then move on to the next, and then the tension never,
okay.
the tension
Okay,
never
that
releases.
makes sense, yeah.
Mm.
Michael, our guitars getting so technical now that the ordinary people will not be able to manage them.
No, I mean that sort of style. Some of the stuff in Alex's guitar is sort of quite technical, quite unique. But there's only like presumably 3 switch positions still, Alex.
I don't quite get some of the switches. Hang on, I'll have a look.
So if he doesn't quite get some of it,
It's just there's 2 switches. One of them controls the pickups, but I honestly have no idea what the other one does.
Has it got to the Hey!
Sorry, what are you saying?
Do the controls like the volume and tone pull up as well? Are they taps?
No. So I've got my rhythm lead switch, which has 3 positions.
Yeah, that's normal.
And I have 2 switches down here.
Right.
One of them is for the sustainer pickup.
Right.
This one's a 3-position switch. And I
Whoa.
can't figure out what the hell it is what it does.
Yeah, I look online for that one. It makes I don't understand that. You may find that it's got like coil taps, so where you can turn the humbucker into single coils.
I've tried it on all the different tones and everything. I can't hear a single difference. So.
No, you might need to. Usually, when you overdrive your guitar heavily, the tonal difference is minimal. When you play through a clean amp, you can hear it massively.
This is clean now.
can't hold it.
I'm swapping it there. Nothing's happening.
Ah,
So this is the first one. Then flipping it all the way. And then in the middle.
No idea. It might be relevant to one. It might be relevant to another position. So it might only be relevant
Maybe.
to yeah. You'll have to suss it out.
I'll go around it. If I can't find a use for it, though, will you help us swap it out for a kill switch?
Ah, yeah. That's an easy thing to do. Yeah. What are you playing then, Dad? You got something brand new for her?
This is brand new. Brian, this was played in Brian. Now, Brian will tell us the name of the song and who sang it.
I don't know it.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't started, sorry.
Sorry. Listen, if I want somebody to piss I've got Val here, right? So just put that out.
Just in case it needs a bit of a hand.
No, she doesn't need any help, Brian. Right, where were we? Michael and Alex won't know this song at all.
Right.
You might not recognise it, we have played it. I like this song when it came out in around about 1965. Rows and flows of angels' hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I could have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know how at all. Moons and Jews and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dance and way you feel. Every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowd. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost. But something's gained in living life that way. I've looked at life from both sides now, from green and blue, and still somehow the bright illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.
Great song,
Bruce,
great song.
I remember that song, and it was you played it well, but for the life of me, I can't remember what they call it.
There was a cover by a woman. There was a cover of it by a woman later on, maybe 70s or 80s, and I can't even remember her name either.
Well, okay. From both sides now, words and music by Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell. So did Joni Mitchell write the original?
Well, I don't know, it might tell us someone more print.
I think hers was
She
a
had
cover.
a famous song about a multi-story car park.
Oh, that's right. And it's funny how
No.
yeah, that was a great. Oh, that's a great song, that Brian.
Yeah. It was Joni Mitchell, and I'm sure she wrote it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, she did. She did write it. I didn't realise she did.
But the one he's on about was a bigger hit for her as well, and that was it was about put a joke in the parking lot.
Aye, that's it.
It's
Yeah.
in the parking lot. And that,
Big Yellow.
actually, that would
It
be
was
a big
about knocking buildings down and building bloody carpet.
lot. Yeah, I mean,
Take,
she was a-
take Paradise and build a parking lot or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
in actual fact, she was a great, you know, the way Dylan protest. She was a proper good protester about
aye.
pretty good things, actually.
Yeah, songs are very well covered. You know, that parking lot song has been covered by some quite big artists, and fairly recently. And I think she do the Big Yellow Taxi or something as well. No.
I don't know, but Brian, that was good remembering there, lad.
Big Yellow Taxi, another song that's been covered many times before as well. So she's done some songs that like a lot of songs that have been
Aye.
heavily covered. Yeah, she's obviously a very good songwriter. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I didn't know she
What's
wrote the original.
What's that book you're reading, Bruce?
Well, it's the great songs of the 60s. And
Oh.
it's a really big, heavy book.
I remember that. When I lent you that book 2 years ago, you said you'd return it very quickly.
That's what I'll do. I'll swap you this one for the Beatles one that I lent you.
Gladly.
No, I look at the James Taylor one, Fire and Rain. And I'm
No, I
just-
don't know that one.
It's another good song. Great song.
Yeah, well, that was James Taylor, not Carole King, because Carole King did the other one that James Taylor did. Right now, I'll sing the first bit. Just yesterday morning. Wait. Wrong one.
Michael, are you just playing that acoustically?
That's the one.
No.
That was Fire and Rain.
No,
Right?
it wasn't. But it was. What was it called?
And you did put us off, because that's why I stopped playing.
What was it called again?
Brian.
You've got a friend.
You've got a friend. James Taylor, Carole King did the original. She wrote it.
Aye,
Dylan did it. But
you got a friend.
one Bushkers night, I've been trying to learn it for months. And then David started playing it, just like he's just played it. Then he started playing it. And if I hadn't been here, I would have been rooting so long to get stuffed. They both played it superbly well, and I don't think I'll bother. So I did.
Well, if I let that put me off, I'd never really play at all.
Well, no, hey, you're as good as Buddy Holly by 1960.
Well, I'm better than Buddy Holly. I bet you can hear me better than you can hear him.
It's plain to see.
Now, while we're waiting, I'm just going to play it, Fire and Rain.
Go on then.
Get on.
Yesterday morning, oh no, just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Susan, the glad they made me wanted you. So I don't know how to play it, but that was roughly it.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning and no, I don't know it. But never mind. I spent a few minutes listening to that shit. Right.
Is it?
Brian, it's your turn, son. Don't make any excuses.
Well, I'll not be long. I'm just going to get a guitar.
I won't be long. I won't be long. Alex, where did you get your guitar, son?
I ordered it online from this guitar shop in Rotherham.
All right. And are you happy with it?
I love it.
Oh, that's great, son. Great, son. You played it well anyway. Good.
Rotherham than me, Alex. Rotherham than me.
Hey, Now, Michael and Alex, look and learn. The master is playing.
Hey, piss off.
It's not very
And
nice.
that's not very nice.
You know, I'm fairly aware that this is shite, but I'm hoping to make it tuneful.
I'm presuming it's not shite, Brian.
All right.
Hey, Brian.
Well, considering I don't know what I'm going to play, it's very difficult to know what the hell it is.
You'll think it's something. Just hit a chord.
Tell me how to keep your love. You know how I need your love. Tell me how to keep your love. If you're on for me, don't you know that I love you? Let me show my true. And I know your love is true. Don't keep your love from me. If you were to say today, the time for love is now. Then I'll sing your love my way. Then I'll sing, tell me how. Tell me how you keep your love. You know how I need your love. Tell me how I keep your love. That's if you're on for me. If you were to say to me today, the time for love is now. Could I swing your love my way? Then I say, tell me how. Tell me how you keep your love. You know how I need your love. Tell me how you keep your love. That's if you're on for me. Thank you.
Hey!
Thank you, Alan.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff.
Hey,
I
Brian.
wouldn't go that far.
No, no, no.
I would.
It's got hey, Brian. Yeah, hey, the sound's coming through. Brian.
Brian, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I didn't know you were familiar with Shakespeare.
Well,
Oh no, that wasn't Shakespeare, was it?
I don't know.
Who said that? Oh,
Donald,
right.
Donald Trump.
Oh,
I think.
I don't know Shakespeare.
I've gone it.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Yeah,
Whether
very
it
good.
is nobler in the minds of men to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms against a sea of problems, and by opposing end them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
In C minor.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, that took all one breath away there, son. Right?
Brilliant.
It's
Well, it's not surprising at our age. We don't want anything to take our breath away, not suddenly.
I wished I could have remembered. The only good response to that would have been, and I don't know the rest of it, but I have a dream that the brotherhood of man can become a reality.
It turned out to be a bloody nightmare.
Well, it was a dream because we haven't changed a great deal, have we?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Oh, hey, hey,
it's dwell on it, Michael.
let's not go down that road tonight. Me and Val's sick of the world because watch too much news.
With people invading, hey, there was Israel and Palestine. There's some good news in the world, is there not? Peace treaties.
What happened between Israel and Palestine?
They've reached some sort of, I don't know if peace treaty is the right word, but they've reached some sort of agreement.
Aye, well, you're right. If that could be settled, it would be a big help.
The fact that what they've agreed is Israel will slowly take over all the land.
Is that what they've agreed?
Palestine.
We're not trying to how they can get away with building in the Arab Quarter hundreds of houses and whatnot. I just don't know.
I know, but they get away with it. I tell you, it shows you how powerful they are because there's been that many UN resolutions telling them that it's illegal, you can't do this and you do that. It's totally ignore them, and the Americans just let them get away with it.
Well, I think the Americans have helped them out enormously over the
Oh,
years.
definitely. They're essentially an American client state.
I think Trump made things a lot worse.
Of course he did.
Everything that he done.
Everything done.
He moves that headquarters into the Arab Quarter.
Aye, that's right. He moved them into Tel Aviv or somewhere. He moved them from Tel Aviv to the Arab Quarter. And to Jerusalem or somewhere, yeah. He did everything.
If things aren't bad enough, Bruce, he's decided he's going to win the next election and become president again.
He's definitely going to win, even if he loses.
Good.
No, but he can't lose. And if you watch out, Brian, you're going to find democracy all over the world are going to do that. Like, we'll have an election, Labour will get in, the Tories will turn around and say, oh, they'll fiddle the votes.
We do.
I mean, in America, it's 50% of them support Trump.
Oh, that's the frightening bit, actually.
Hey, Brian, there's two ex-CIA blokes. I read the Washington News and the New York Times. Two ex-CIA heads have said Trump and the Republican Party is the biggest risk to America that they've seen in their lifetimes.
Well, so much for stopping off the news. I think it was probably a good idea.
It's going to be precedent.
Yeah, well, he's got his news outlet, Fox News in America. That's his news outlet. And they'll just do as they're told. Anyway, Brian, I enjoyed the last song, and I think little Alex looks as if he might have indigestion there.
I'm sorry about that, Alex.
No, you didn't bring on the indigestion. It was the way he was wolfing his food down.
I usually bring on heart failure and things like that.
Brian, why didn't you do Heartbeat? The next song, Heartbeat.
Well, the thing is, that programme is one of my favourites. It doesn't take any thinking about. The goodies wear white hats and the baddies wear black hats. It's easy to know who the goodies are and the bands.
That's filmed in a place close to where my friend lives. It's filmed in Gothland, I think, in North Yorkshire Moors.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Fran and I have got the train from there, the steam train.
Yeah.
From Gothland.
We were going to do that, weren't we, Alex? But we couldn't get around to it.
Huh?
We were going to do that, I think, at one point. That steam train, or the whole family were going to do that Gothland steam train.
Oh yeah, because advertised on the website. This is going to probably my 16th version.
There's quite a big station. I forget the name of it. Close at hand. And they've got pardon?
Is it Neilholm?
No, but there's an engine shed there, and they've got 3 or 4 engines.
Gromond.
It's probably Gothland because they have a working signal cabin there, and Fran got me into that no bother, talking to the signalman and whatnot. I found out who were paid staff and who were volunteers. All the signalmen and the drivers were some of the only ones that actually were employed to do their trade, to do their job and get paid fully, So she's done that in 1 or 2 places where it says no entry, and Fran just ignores things like that. She's like a bloody bulldozer.
Hey,
Brian, it was Gromond.
Gromond, that's it. Yes.
Well done, Alex. Good lad.
Brilliant.
And I think it's time for Alex to do a song.
Our house
Alright.
was Gromond, 10 Gromond.
Grandad, we have memories of Gromond, don't we? We have memories of Gromond.
Hey, Brian, great memories of Alex organising my trip to Gromond. Cost us £110 for a taxi from there back to Whitby to collect my car. Alex said he'd go harvest first.
You're the one who got down there for the specific time. You looked up the timetables. We got there. We got the same train back that just happened to stop at Bromont, you know?
I think you'll find that that's the reaction my dad was hoping for, Alex.
You're right.
That's right, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You watch, mate, Brian. Stop. I'm not stop at Happerstate. Come on, Alex, throw another song in. Try and let me see your hands on that guitar, will you?
Okay, hang on then. Echo.
It didn't fall asleep when I'm telling you.
Oh, that's the hardest part of it all.
It is, I was going to say, bloody hell, Dad, give him some easy jobs to do, eh?
What a load of excrement.
What a load of old shite.
Yeah. So, Brian, we and Val's come up Saturday afternoon, have a few berries way in the garden if the weather's nice.
No bother.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I don't know if there's any of you get plagued by mosquitoes, but the last couple of weeks I've been absolutely bitten to death.
Right? What
So
was
is-
that? You know, midges.
Aye. But I've got lots of bites, and Fran never gets bitten, but she is this time, first time ever. So,
What the midges?
well, we call them mosquitoes here, like.
No,
Anyway,
my dad
anyway,
wouldn't think of mosquitoes and midges.
I think Alex is probably ready.
Alright, Alex.
Alright, Alex, let me see your hands. Get further back.
I tell you what, Alex, stop talking and play.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Wow. Superb. I tell you what.
And he's only getting used to it.
I tell you what, Alex. Your lead's excellent, but your rhythm is like technical as hell. The way that you're moving around the rhythm's really impressive. Like, especially if you know that outrow, that whole outrow. The way that you move around the rhythm's outstanding. Go on, do it again. That's just on your own. Yeah, outstanding the way that you move around that rhythm. Really good.
That solo, I just completely blew
What?
Brilliant.
What's rhythm?
Brian, is Michael talking a foreign language?
Well, look, hang on a second, no. Rhythm
Well,
is...
he was moving.
Rhythm
I
is...
agree with Mike. He was really moving the rhythm well.
But rhythm is...
Yeah.
And lead is... Lead is lead. Lead guitar is
But
like...
that's rhythm.
Rhythm is...
Oh. Yeah. Are you talking about the setup where you've got a lead and a rhythm set?
Yeah, so Alex was doing a little bit of swapping between rhythm and lead. Rhythm like tends to keep the song going. You stick to the bass player and you play sort of rhythm and typically chords. But what Alex is playing in thrash metal style music that I know
Right.
that wasn't sort of so much as the same sort of thrash metal as he usually does. But the rhythm in thrash metal typically is very technical. It's not just playing chords. You move around quite a lot, you know, and watching him
That's what I was asking you before. I mean, it's music. When me and your dad learned to play guitars, it was so popular because it was so simple.
Yes.
You learn 3 or 4 chords and that's it. But now, from what you're saying, you're moving. Everything's moving on. What's that, Alex?
All the big pop stars who you see playing guitar, like Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift, that kind of thing, most
Yeah.
of the stuff they do is those 3 or 4 chords.
Yes.
So it's not
Still
it's
now.
not a time frame thing. People have been doing this kind of things since like Chuck Berry or even beforehand. So it's not a time thing. It's just that's just completely different ways to play the guitar.
Right. Aye, okay, yeah.
Brian,
But yeah,
I wish
yes, well-
we could still make it.
Yes, you typically find it if you go back through the years, the simplest songs are the most popular because your technical songs, your complicated songs appeal to fewer people really. They might be technical, they might be incredible. A lot of the stuff that I listen to is really the opposite to what you'd call easy listening, and the same as Alex, there's loads going on. That's not what most people listen to. Most people want to... The stuff the stuff that I bring to the live jam here is really complicated stuff dumbed down to about 3 or 4 chords because it's better that way.
Even the technical songs that I play, when I play them on the acoustic, they can be dumbed down to 1 or 2 chords.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the songs that me and Alex play in the band is 2 chords all the way through. It's literally 2 chords up.
Hey, Bruce, this moment lasts.
That's it.
All through. Good.
That's it, 2 chords.
Brilliant.
All the way through.
Yeah, two
That's
chords.
excellent. Hey, you learn something every minute.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, I'm just saying to Mal, I know the 2 chords he's playing, but it didn't sound like that when I played them.
I mean, there's all. I mean, we are into sort of westernised guitar, but I can remember going and seeing a guy called Paco Pino.
Paco Pino sounds like mucho Pino. Mucho.
Aye. And he played flamenco, and just to sit and watch a bloke like that play the guitar.
What was his name again?
Absolutely amazing.
What was his name again?
Paco Pino.
That is the best name I've ever heard.
Well, that was actually
Is his friend El Guapo?
That's what he had on the back of his coat. But I think he was selling crisps.
Paco Pino, I know what he's selling. Bloody hell.
Listen, I used to listen to a lad called Pacapinas, and he was a right knob.
So are you basically just making the joke a little bit more obvious and trying to take all the glory?
I was.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's the usual trick, he does that all the time.
Was it good shame? Didn't get a lot. That's down to the timing. Right?
I don't know if it's been a long time since I played this one, and it was.
That sounded like Ziggy Stardust.
It was. Similar. Call me a dog. Well, that's fair enough. 'Cause it ain't no use to pretend that you're wrong. You call me out, I can't hide anymore. I have no disguise, can't see through. You say it's bad luck to have fallen for me. What can I say to make it good for you? You wore me out like an old winter coat, trying to be safe from the cold. But when it's my time to throw the next stone, I'll call you beautiful if I call it all. Yeah, you call me a dog, tell me I'm alone, 'cause I slept on the floor out in the woods with the badgers and the wolves. You threw me out when I went digging for gold, and I came home with a handful of coal. But when it's my time to throw the next stone, I'll call you beautiful if I call it all. But when it's my time to call your bluff, I'll call you beautiful if I call it all. Yeah, call me a dog, that's fair enough. It doesn't bother me, yeah, as long as you know bad luck will follow you if you keep me on a leash and you drag me along. But when it's my time to throw the next stone, I call you beautiful, if I call it all. But when it's my time to call your bluff, I'll call you beautiful, if I call it all. Yeah, you call me a dog.
Yeah, lovely son.
Nice one, Ryder.
Now, Brian, I know you're getting pretty close to your time, the end of bedtime. So why don't you just give us some
Yes.
before you go? Give us a song. Anything. Mouth organ if you want, but just anything.
Well, if you're that desperate.
No, I'm not that desperate. Can anyone get a razor blade for me wrists? I want to shave my wrist.
What key's it in?
Hey, she died in her sleep, Brian.
No, she was just pretending she was sick of me patter.
Brilliant.
Right then. Hiya, Fran.
How you doing, Fran?
Fran.
What?
Fran. Hello. You're going to London this Are you going to see a band? Are you going to London this weekend? Are you going to see a band?
No,
What are you
no,
gonna
I'm just
say?
going to go to Kew Gardens, Hampton Court. That's
All
upstairs.
right.
Yeah.
Right. It's
That's if
all
the
to
British
go.
Airways don't cancel the flights again.
Aye.
Are you going British Airways, are you?
Yeah, you're flying down.
There's need trains.
Oh, trains are not reliable.
No.
They can't get the signalman now.
Oh, God, your retirement.
Fran, the whole bloody railway network's gone to bloody hell since he packed in.
Oh, I know. No derailments, mind.
Anyway, are you okay, Fran? Are you
Yes,
still
Val.
from?
Right.
Are you still? Val? Brian was singing, so she went out.
I love it.
Good move.
What are you going? What's your plan for London, Francis? What were you going down to do?
Just chilling with mates, go do a few pubs on the Thames, do a river cruise, go to Kew, have a picnic.
Super.
Get drunk.
Oh, I hope the weather's good for you, but
I'm supposed to be alright, actually.
Brilliant.
Just racing ourselves for London prices.
Yes.
aye.
Not in the same place.
That's
Hi, Val.
I didn't recognise Val, but I recognised the glass, so that must be Val.
Yeah, look, I'm never going to get the cold.
Brian, what you could do is probably take some alcoholic drink in your bag. You know,
I've
see
got
if you,
23 kilograms and about 20 of that'll be wine.
oh,
Yeah.
good lass. I was
It's all over the place.
Francis,
I can
this is
try and wrap it up.
this is not a joke. But the last time I was in the city of London, close to King's Cross, actually, not too far away. There's quite a new built-up area around the corner from there. I got a round of cocktails in for 50 quid.
Oh! For how much?
50 quid. It was a round of cocktails. Do you know how many were in a round? 3.
Ooh.
wow.
You're joking.
No, seriously, it will be.
It
Yeah.
will be that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because that's what it
the
was.
cocktail-
Remember, the pancakes kind of King's Cross.
The cocktail in Harry's bar in Newcastle will cost you about 18 quid now.
Yeah, but it's not like London, is it?
Wow.
Wow, hey, thank goodness we just go down to Crown Victoria and places like that.
That's right. You drink ale.
Speaking of Harry, Mick,
Well-
you added Harry to the soup list.
What's that, Alex?
Mick, you added Harry to the Gucci, didn't you?
Yes.
Is he going to be joining us anytime soon?
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Well, I'll be
Oh,
there.
talking about, I missed all that.
Danny, was it Danny?
No. This is the surprise for next week.
Okay.
It's just that Alex has worked it out.
All right. Well, it wasn't much. It was a pretty shitty surprise, but I'm not going to spoil
No, I
this.
didn't realise it was supposed to happen this week, and I forgot that I'd added.
Ah.
I have no idea what you're
What are you
talking about.
talking about? You're talking gobbledygook.
That's all right. Don't you worry about. This is not.
Let's keep
this
it that
is-
way. Let's keep
These
it
are
that
not
way.
the droids you're looking for.
Right, listen. You're talking a load of shite. Brian sang a lovely song there. No, it's no good saying it all just because Fran's about to switch off. And listen, and if you had a pacemaker, she'd switch that off as well. But we'll forget about
Absolutely.
But at
Yes,
least I
everyone.
know what to expect.
a top quiz question for Fran,
Oh, what?
Alex, and Michael.
Right.
You just said some
The answer
called
is-
Diana.
The answer is 12.
No, he sang a song called Diana, and the same songwriter wrote a very special song, a big, massive hit for Frank Sinatra. So who was it? What was the name of the song?
My way.
That's it. So there you are.
What do you want to know?
Brilliant.
You had a clue on Frank Sinatra song,
I
no?
like it. The only one, you know. Love it.
Man, I was racking my brains to how I could make you look good. That's why I
Oh,
came up.
fair enough.
Brilliant.
He also wrote one for Buddy Holly.
Did he? Honestly, I didn't
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, but
Oh, right. Oh, yes.
Paul Anka.
Yeah, I didn't know he wrote. It didn't matter anymore. He's kidding me.
No?
Diana was going strong when I was like about 14 or something like that at school. It was like a really big hit.
Yeah, it's not as, I thought you were going to say when you were about 4. So that's 14, that's 10 years newer than I
I
thought.
was thinking it was
Anyway,
1958 or something like that.
When you think he wrote that song My Way and Frank Sinatra, that was probably his biggest hit. And one of the
It
biggest
saved his career at the time.
because Paul Anka must have made a fortune because the amount of covers that's been done on that song.
Aye.
The royalties he must have got.
Yeah.
David Bowie made an absolute fortune for his song with
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
Aye, Bing Crosby.
His song White Christmas.
That was
It was
No, it was something with
Drummer boy.
Little Drummer Boy.
Who's big hitman, but he played golf with a funny hat. Bing Crosby.
Yes.
He had a big hit. David Bowie and Bing Crosby. No, Jonathan Frank.
I don't think Alex knows who.
No, I think that you basically
Listen,
Ryan's been through this. We're going. It's like Groundhog Day. This.
I think my system's being closed down.
Aye.
Hey, listen. Thank your sister for putting you on. All right.
Thank you.
There you go.
Lovely to see you all.
Aye. Lovely to see you. Take it easy.
Have a lovely weekend,
See
sir.
ya.
Enjoy
Bye,
London.
London.
Enjoy
Cheers,
London.
bye.
Alright.
Take plenty money, Fran.
You waited until she went before you said that.
Eh? Alex Povey is I'm trying to think what age gap is there between them two.
30 years.
30 years difference there. We wouldn't all wondered about it, but I've been married probably 30 years, and it's done him a world of good.
It's a good job you all wondered about it that I'm recording.
Oh, so let's open that case. I forgot about the code, but you could stop some and wind it back a bit, couldn't you? Anyway, I'm very pleased you met Francis. Stop rolling
Cannot
your
be
eyes.
London.
Hey, I haven't said anything bad yet, have I? I'm going
Well,
to.
you're digging a hole. Well, you want to move on the conversation to something completely different?
And now for something completely
And
different.
now for something completely different.
Look, okay then. I wouldn't mind because Alex has only done 2. Why can't I have Alex on his new guitar doing something else?
You got another one, Alex, to finish we're off?
Sure.
Great.
Good lad. I've got 4 or 5 when he's finished. What do you mean? You mean you're switching off when you're finished?
Can
Yeah.
really be saying we're going
Oh,
to
I'm
bed
tired
now.
now, I'm way to bed. Sorry, Grandad. Then Barbie say I'm tired, I'm
I'm
going
away
to
to
bed.
bed.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Hey, wait, he's getting his guitar, just give me this one. He won't.
Did Corky enjoy being down with Stockton?
He loves it. He loves coming to the office with us. He gets loads of attention in our office, and then when I march him through the building to go out, he gets loads of attention from the people in the building. Like, because they don't it's quite a posh office block that we've got, and people just don't expect you to be marching through the building with a dog beside you. And but I've never had anything negative. Everyone's all over him.
Well, it's lovely.
Oh, let's be fair, he's a splendid
It's
dog.
lovely.
We missed up today because, you know, the beach, he'd have been rather enjoying himself today, but
There's a few guns around.
what decision was made? The decision was made at the very last minute.
Yeah. How then, Alex? You crazy bastard.
How are you? You good?
Things not what they used to be. Missing one inside me. Deadly lost, this can't be real. Can't stand this pain I feel. Emptiness is filling me to the point of agony. Growing darkness taking down. I was leaving and now he's gone. No one but me can save myself on this too late. Now I can think what I should even Yesterday seems as though I never resisted. Death brings me warm, now I will just say goodbye.
Spot on. Only one thing that I'm disappointed with, and that's no dive bombs.
No, the solo doesn't have the chance to because it doesn't you don't hold notes so well.
Yeah, it's alright.
Hey,
Excellent.
I think we saved the best for last.
Spot on.
Great, that.
Alex, that was really, really inspiring.
Who's that not from?
It's from Metallica, Fade to Black.
Alex,
A metal ballad.
I don't know where you get your talent from. I can only presume
It's in the genes.
it's in the genes.
Running down my jeans.
It's in your
You wouldn't like to know it's in mine. But there's a load of shite in there.
No, there's a load of shine in your gob.
That's correct.
Hey,
No, Alex, to be fair, not anymore.
hey,
No, over the course of these 2 hours, it all comes out. Now he's got to recharge it again for Sunday.
no. Anyway, I don't know what's happening on Sunday. What's happening on Sunday? We've got the match. No. Right, okay. Do you want me to play another one, or we're going to just say good night?
You're going to play another one? You're going to play another one, Dad?
All right, and right in that case, I had no intention of. You can choose which artist that you know I know, and I'll play. Like, you know, it could be any of them. Elton John,
Kenny
Elvis Presley,
Rogers.
any one of them Beatles.
Kenny
you
Rogers.
David Bowie.
Hey, anybody you like.
Kenny Rogers.
David
I
Bowie.
don't know any Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers, not my time. Islands in the Stream.
Billy Stinkfinger.
Right, I don't know.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
No, I can't think of any. I haven't got.
Piano Man.
Queen. Queen.
Okay, no, that's not good enough. Alex, can you think of anybody from my era?
Buddy Holly.
Do you know any? I can't think of anything. Never mind. If he knows any, I don't know any.
Do you know any, Alex? Do you know anything about
I
your
don't know
dad's era?
anything.
Do you know anything? Alex,
He was born a long time ago.
do you know
The music from his era is just whacking a bunch of rocks up like cave walls and that.
which is my favorite American,
Jimi Hendrix.
which is my favorite American band? That been going for years.
They're still going.
Who?
They're still going.
Bruce Springsteen.
The Eagles. Oh, okay, I'll do the Eagles. Yeah.
You can't remember which one, can you?
Sorry. Right, where was that?
Less of the talking, lad. Less of the talking.
It's a God only small man on the good house ahead. But her mommy is yelling no, and his daddy has told her to go. But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through the stone tree to the sea where the hill is blue, and she goes to the silver screen. But the bells were bold, but she screamed that time. Oh, she's about to be moved again. Right, did that tease you a bit? Cool. Good night, everybody. Say it.
Uncle.
I'm in the dance hall. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, it's everything. No, I don't know that one.
Bloody hell. Oh, yeah, let's play something in Northern.
All right then.
Shit. He knows too much, he could go on all night.
All right, okay. I could go all night. That meant.
You usually go, you usually do.
Well, I can't think of now. All right, a rock and roll song. Well, she was just 17. Well, you know what I mean. While the way beyond your face. But I couldn't dance with another. Ooh.
right.
I can't dance if I want, but I don't.
Where was that? Where's Oh, we dance through the night, and we have each other's time. And before too long, I fell in love with her. Oh, and I could dance with another. Ooh, when I saw her I'll let that do. I'll be good all bloody night.
Bloody hell. I tell you what, it's amazing what 3 bottles of bloody McEwen's Champion does.
No, I'm just amazed Alex is still here.
That's long in bed
He
right now.
normally plays the songs
He's
but I'm aware of
been
it.
trying to announce the fact that he's going to leave for about a half an hour, but he can't get a
Yeah.
word in edgeways.
Pretty much.
He's been trying to go to sleep.
Have you got plenty paracetamols for your mum?
Loads.
Right, okay, son.
Well,
Hey,
let's
this-
go if you need anything. Come in, because
yeah, we got time. Your mum's probably off work, is she, son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if your mum needs anything, we know you're working, let us know. We'll go and get it and bring it in. Okay?
Okay.
That goes from paracetamols and any food she wants. You hear she's asked you to do something, you ask her to do it, we'll go and do it.
Paracetamols, tea bags, cauliflower, coffee,
No,
dog
No.
food, everything.
no. You shut your
You as
mouth.
well.
No, you shut your mouth. Alex goes to work and we're just sat there doing bugger all. So, more or less. So we
I think that's bragging rights, that, like, Alex. That wasn't an offer to actually help your mum at all. That was just so you knew that when you were going to work, they didn't have to.
Exactly.
You know what it is, son. You're just trying to cause bother in the family.
Just so you know, Alex, I have to go to work still, but my mum and dad, they don't care whether you have to go to work or not.
Whoa, I'll be honest, Michael. Alex goes to work, but you are just a typical bloody boss. There's bugger all, and lets all your bloody minions run around after you.
But I still go to work. I might not work when I get there, but I do go to work.
That's not, you're just making an appearance. It's not the same.
That's right.
Wait, when's Alex's band going to have a gig? I don't know the name
Oh,
of the
here
band.
we go.
No, you're not having anything to
here
do
we
with that.
go.
You got fired 2 weeks ago. You can bugger off.
No, he got fired 2 years ago.
Where's your leaflets advertising what you do, what you say? I've got the time. I'll go around the
No,
board.
no. Bollocks to that.
Grandad, don't you dare ask what genre of music we do.
Okay, then
Because I
I
know
won't.
you're about to.
Okay, I wasn't going to, but can you tell me what genre of music do you play?
We play Shut Up. That's it.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
I think it sounds like Sweet F.A.
Yeah, it is. Sweet F.A. Just leave it, you never could.
Where it began,
Here we go.
I can't begin to show you, but I can feel it going strong. Wait a minute.
How am I going to do this?
Reaching out, where you reaching out? Touching hands, touching
Touching
hands,
hands.
reaching out, touching me. Are you ready? Sweet Caroline. I'm gonna do it. Kill some fish. I want 2 pints and I'm pissed. Great.
2 pints. Bloody hell.
Good night. I would have 2 pints and I'm pissed. Alex,
Right.
I don't know how you do that, Silver. It's great. How does he do that? Makes yourself look bigger and smaller.
He
How do you do
basically, he's got the camera on an elastic band.
I've been doing it with them.
that? Michael, that's his second time. Why don't you both go away and multiply?
Right. been an absolute pleasure.
Good night, everyone.
Take it easy.
Good night,
Bye
kids.
bye.
See you later.
See ya.